Hey everybody, I am coming at you from Laredo, Texas. I am currently on a trip with my husband. While he works, I stay in the room and hang out and rest, and we spend time together that way. And so what I decided, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make my video on what I travel with in my medicine bag. I have a few medicine bags that I have been accumulating over the years, and this is what I learned works best for me, like over when you're traveling and you want to have everything in one place. This is what I learned, because before I used to travel with just the medicine bag. So I used to carry this by itself, and I used to carry all my medicines on the top portion, which is like right here. But then I realized this is not going to work for me, because I started to get like more medications than I needed. So then I moved to a clear bag, which was this bag right here. And it opens up really big, and it makes like it easy for me to see all the pill bottles that I had in here. But then I was walking around in this little shop that's by my house. It's like just a little cute little shop, and I found this Tokidoki bag, and it's Tokidoki brand. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute, I have to have it. So then now I put all my medicines in here, and it works perfectly. And what I realized is that it was so much easier for my kids to like recognize, because they'd be like, oh, can I go get me my medicine bag? And then they were like, this one, and I'm like this one, what are you talking about? But then when I was like, the one with the little characters on it, they would go run and grab it, and it was like so awesome for me and them. So they fell in love with this Tokidoki bag just like I did. So that's where all my medicines go. So I keep them in there. And then I also travel, usually this is like more filled up, but since I've been changing my patch and stuff, well, my site, I keep all my site things in here. Meaning the site packages, your Tegaderms. I keep scissors in there because I use more than one Tegaderm on top of my site. And so like water guards, I keep them in here too. So I always keep this bag with me, and I keep this with me. And I'm not gonna, because I have really bad insomnia and I don't use it very frequently. But when you're on a trip and you have insomnia, and if you really have insomnia, you understand how this affects your life. And it can affect it very negatively when you're on a trip with your family, and you're like, okay, tomorrow we're gonna get up in the morning, we're gonna have breakfast, and we're gonna go hit the wax museum, or we're gonna go see this show at this time, and you're just like haven't slept all night long, and you're just like, it's not good, it's not good. So if I'm having a really bad night, then I'll take some of this, like half of this, and it helps me to sleep through the night. So I always carry it with me. And like I said before, this used to be my med bag, but now I use it to carry extra supplies. So like today, I'm gonna be on a short trip, so I only need medical supplies to change my medication and mix my medication, and it all fits in here. My syringes, my cassette, my drapes, tubing, needles, medication, it all fits in here. And so I have enough for 2 changes and my extra bag. So there's actually 3 changes, because you're always supposed to travel with an emergency bag with you. Emergency bag has everything for you to change your medication, mix an extra medication. If anything, God forbid, happens, you drop one of your syringes, you drop one of your needles on the ground, here's your extra emergency bag. You're always supposed to carry it with you. I have more water guards in here. So if I need to change my medication one day, I'll pack 2 days of change medication, which means I actually have 3, because I have my emergency and then the 2 days that I pack. So I'll always have 2 extras than what I really need. And I recommend that for everybody. It can be excessive, but when you're life dependent on a medication that you need to have a bunch of supplies for, it's just what I suggest. And it's always worked for me, and that's how I travel. So in the front, I carry the extra pump, because you always need your extra pump. And that's how I carry the IV therapy medication with me. If I'm going from the car to the hotel room, I will just carry it like that. I do not need to carry any kind of ice packs with it, because you're going from one place to another that's cool, that's room temperature. And if you have to forecast ahead for yourself. If you're going to be traveling outside, taking it outside, going to a theme park, you have to take your bag with you. Do not forget this, because if God forbid anything happens to a cord, or something gets pulled, or you start leaking, or you drop your cassette, it breaks, you need this medication with you at all times. So you will need to pack ice packs in those types of scenarios and things like that. And if ever I go in to a theme park anytime soon, I'll make sure and vlog that for you, so you can see how I travel for those specific times. Like pretty soon, we're gonna go on a beach day, because our summer is here. Our kids are now out of school. My daughter has finally graduated, and I'm so excited. And so we'll be having some beach days coming up for the summer. And so beach days are super fun, but I pack my stuff and I carry my pump on me a specific way. And I'll show you that. And it might not be the way you do it, but it works for me. And I always suggest it to new people that have the IV therapy, or just, I mean, hey, you know, more information is always like, you know, better for everybody. So I'll make sure and have a beach video coming up soon, because we are from Texas and it's like Winterfell. The winters last forever. Our summers last forever for Texas. So we have a lot of time for that. So I'll make sure and get into that whenever I pack for my summer beach trips and stuff like that. So now you've seen everything that's in my bag. And this used to work, like getting back to the beginning of what I was saying, I used to just carry this bag and it was like enough. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to carry sight stuff. So then this kind of came in, and then my pill bag was like, okay, now this is new. And then my oxygen, because before I didn't have my Mini Go Respironics, the Philips Mini Go. This I purchased for myself. I didn't have this before, so I had the giant monster one that I would carry around, and so like that was just what I would take. Now that I have this, I can pack this as well with your cannula and my extra med bag. I'm not using it right now, but I brought it to put it in the video because I wanted to show you guys how I pack in my big bag. So these are all the things that I have, and I was like frustrated because I was like, oh my gosh, do you have my Tokidoki bag? Yes. Is there a cradle bag back there? When I would talk to my kids, because they sit in the back of the truck and I'm in the front, and they're like, yes. And I'm like, do you see it? And they're like, yes, it's back here. And I'm like, no, I need to see it. So then they would pick up this bag, pick up that bag, and I was like, I gotta find a better way. So what I did was went on the Tokidoki website and I found this giant bag that's Tokidoki. And this may seem kind of childish and stuff like that because it's like a cute, fun kid print and stuff. And most of my luggage is Louis Vuitton because I love to collect Louis Vuitton luggage. And that's spoiled of me, but my husband spoils me. And hey, like I enjoy it. So this does not match with that as an adulting. But what I found is that it is great for my kids. My kids are 10 and 11, and my oldest is 18. She just graduated. But when I said, hey, is my Tokidoki bag there? They would automatically, like I said previously, know what I was talking about. So when I was like, I need to get a big bag, I need to get a big bag, the kids were like, make sure it's the like character bag. So I was like, okay. So then I saw this on the website and I was like, hey, like I can try it. And what I have found is that it is the best for my family because my family recognizes it, and that's always the first priority bag for everybody. Like my kids are like, is mom's Tokidoki bag there? Is mom's Tokidoki bag here or whatever? And it's very recognizable and it works for my family. So let me show you. This is the Superstar bag. I believe that's what they call it because of the size. So let me show you. The Acredo medication bag fits exactly in here into the corner perfectly. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to make it like See, you can see it fits perfectly. My Respironics Philips Mini Go fits in the corner perfectly. See, fits in there. And then when this is filled, like when I'm going for 4 or 5 days and I need more supplies like syringes, what is it called? The solution for the Flolan or Velitri, like it fills this up and it's tight and it stands up and it fits perfectly. Right now I have it flat and I'm gonna flatten it because I don't have anything in there right now. Your bag with your sight things fit in here, and my medication Tokidoki bag fit in here. All perfectly. I don't know if you can see it. Rod, check the thing and tell me if you can see it in there. Like go on the side. I'm gonna have my husband check the camera because y'all are like far away. Can you see it? Okay, cool. Then I squeeze my these stuff in there on the side standing up. And it's never leaked in the bag. And most people are like, put that thing in a Ziploc, you know, put it in there. I'm like, yes, Mom, I know, Mom, don't. She packs everything in a Ziploc. But it's never leaked on me, and so I'm just going to keep risking it. And my cannula is super important. I always keep my cannula on the very top zipper, since there's not really a lot of medication in here. I keep it on the top zipper of my Cradle bag. And I always keep in the top zipper a brand new medication and a topper. You can't get the medication if you don't have the topper, so never forget your topper. This is what I keep in the top because if I need to pack an ice pack on it, or if I'm just like, maybe it might get hot or whatever, I put it right on the top. And this topper goes with it. My cannula, it always fits on the top there, because the Respironics bag does not have like a little pouch for that. And which I think it should. Like, you're an oxygen bag and it's a beautiful bag that's in the oxygen machine. It should have like a little pouch for the cannula, but it doesn't, so whatever. So this is the Tokidoki bag and it closes. Ta-da! And it zips. And this is an extension of my body when I am traveling, and my children all know that, and they all like take care of it like if it's an extra limb for me or whatever. So this is how I pack my medication bag, and this is my medication Tokidoki bag, and everything I need is in here. So this is one portion of the video. I'm gonna go out to eat, and I want to bring you guys with me to try to add like a little bit of a vlogging anytime I travel. I want to hopefully try to bring you guys with me to like see the outside of where I am, and hopefully I'll just add in another food vlog with this kind of video. So stay tuned for that. If you don't want to see that, just end here. If not, just fast forward to that, whatever you want to do, and I will see you soon. Okay guys, today I am wearing a dress. And I have my fanny pack on around my neck, and I let the cord hang out a little bit on the bottom, and I have it up on the side, and I carry a small backpack because I used to have a giant purse and I used to carry it, but it gets me tired when I walk and stuff, so I carry my baby backpack. So today I'm using my fanny pack for my medicine, and other days I have another device. It's like well, I don't know what it's called, but it's like another thing that goes under the dress where you don't see it at all. But since I'm just like, this is what I look like, deal with it. This is what I'm wearing today because I'm lazy and I don't want to put that thing on, and I don't want to put the machine in there, and I don't want to have to like walk around and then twist it around and all that stuff. So this is what I'm doing today, my fanny pack, and we're off to the restaurant, so you can follow us. Maybe we'll get to go down the hotel. I hope there's not a person in there, because that would be so embarrassing. I'd be like, pause it, turn it off. What number? 1?
Mm-hmm.
Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Ooh, look. Oh, you can't see it anymore. There's like a little waterfall. Let's go around and see the waterfall. Look how pretty! My kids love waterfalls. They'd be like banging my bag for money right now. They'd be like, I need quarters now. Okay, well we're gonna stop here and we'll see you at the restaurant. Okay, now I'm recording and I'm gonna try to get some visual for you guys. But I'm not a great like visual person, but I like for you guys to see what's going on in here. So it's nice. They have a purse holder, which I'm obsessed with. That's my favorite keychain. It's adorable. It has a whole story. I'll tell you all later. And here is the menu. It is super cute. I haven't even looked inside. My husband ordered wine. And I ordered a Sprite. This is the wine menu, so we don't need that. Okay. What? Oh, here's the food. Okay, cool. Appetizers, salad, oven pizzas, steak, pasta, drinks. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, sorry you guys, I already bit it because I was starving, but here's the crab cakes and my little bread, and I'm going to review after because I'm not going to do a double review like I did in the last video, but here is the crab cakes, and stay tuned. Okay, also too, when my husband gets a bottle of wine, usually I tell them to pour me like a sip in my glass because I like to feel like I'm part of the ambiance or whatever. So I usually just have my little sip of wine and then I'll have this here. I don't drink like a whole glass and anything like that, but I'll just like swirl it around and then I'll like just taste it, and I keep it there because it makes me feel like an adult. So that's usually how I go to a fancy restaurant and enjoy with like my community and stuff like that, like whoever I'm with, and feel part of the social group. And I don't have to drink glasses, or I don't have to drink. I never even finish this amount, which is kind of wasteful, but like I don't care, and neither does the people around me. So that's usually what I do for fun when I have wine, because I want to be like everybody else. And here is the food. I got a Chipotle chicken Alfredo, and it comes with some Parmesan and spice, hot chilies, and he got the shrimp carbonara. So here's my Sprite, and we're gonna enjoy our food, and I will review after. Also too, my alarm keeps going off for my medicine, so I shut it off. But I keep my medicine, and that's why I'm obsessed with fanny packs, girl, because there's 2 pockets. So I keep my medicine in my front pocket of my fanny pack, and I always carry it with me. So that's what I always do. So like right now, it's time for me to take my medicine. So I'm going to go ahead and take my medicine at the restaurant. And people have looked at me funny before in different restaurants because they're like, oh my gosh, what is she taking, Molly? Or is she taking drugs? And I'm like, no, it's a life-saving medication. But anyway, so that's why I kind of like to let my patch show sometimes, because it gives people the awareness to be courteous and not mess with me. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna eat my food and then I'll review later. Now we're finally back at the the hotel and I'm ready to do my food review. Let me see. Let's start with the appetizer. The crab cake was super good. It was fresh and it wasn't full of bread and it wasn't full of like breadcrumbs and stuff to make it crispy and hard, and you'll get those real frozen artificial ones. It wasn't anything like that. It was crab, they put it together with whatever they put it with. Very good, very fresh tasting. The remoulade sauce was a bit sweet for my taste, but it was really good. Kind of resembled more of a Thousand Islands dressing, and I prefer more of a mustard base, but it was really, really good. I added some lemon to it to make it a little bit more tart, and it was really kicked out that sweet flavor that it had. So I really enjoyed the crab cake. The main dish that I had was a Chipotle Alfredo chicken dish. It was really yummy. The Alfredo was very creamy. It wasn't real buttery and separated like some places can, the Alfredo sauce can separate. It wasn't anything like that. It was very creamy. They gave you enough sauce on your plate. It wasn't too dry. Sometimes they're dry. And the Chipotle seasoning with the Alfredo was not overpowering like at the last restaurant. The last restaurant, they put it on everything. They used a Chipotle powder for decoration. It was just too much, and it made the dish taste so like the same. And this time when I had Chipotle Alfredo at this restaurant, it was super good because they used just enough to where it wasn't even heavy spice, like heat. It was really tasty. It had a lot of flavor, and it was done correctly. So the noodles were really thick, very heavy, so I ended up taking like a lot of it home because I'm at a hotel, so usually you'll get hungry later, so I brought it with me, and I could hardly eat like not even half of it because it was so rich and so heavy and stuff, but it was really yummy. And Rod's dish was really beautiful. So what did it taste like?
Tastes like
yummy?
super yummy.
Well, he liked his food, yeah, so he thought it was really good. And so I didn't get dessert, but that was our dinner, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't too expensive. Very nice atmosphere and ambiance, and I would totally recommend it to anybody coming to Laredo. So that's my food review for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on this video because I really want to edit it and get it up for you guys tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed your experience coming with me to Laredo and my food review. If you like my video, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to anybody that you know. I'm trying to grow my channel, and so I can make more content for you guys and our PH community. Like, subscribe, share, or don't. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna keep making them anyway, but